Happy New Year, Canucks fans. Your boy Clay Emo is back. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm back after a 4-week hiatus, and I'm sure it's been busy for you as it has been for me. It's Christmas, it's New Year's, so that means some family stuff, some friend stuff, some work stuff, and as a man of faith, some church stuff. Also, I've been fighting this nasty cold for the last week. Had a bit of a headache, I'm stuffed up as you can probably tell, bit of a sore throat, and thus half the things I'm saying probably aren't making any sense. Wait a sec, that's what it's like when I'm not sick. Therefore, I'm not gonna get into any fancy stats, ice times, Corsi. I'm not even gonna do good, bad, and ugly. I just wanna talk about tonight's game. I wanna talk about our Canucks music video. I wanna talk about who I met at tonight's game, and I wanna get to your Canucks in a word. Let's face it, that's the only reason why you guys watch these things anyways, to see if your Canucks in a word makes the final cut. Am I right? So tonight, the Vancouver Canucks kicked off 2016 in style by defeating the visiting Anaheim Ducks, the visiting Kevin Bieksa, the visiting Ryan Kesler, the visiting Mike Santorelli by a score of 2-1 in the shootout. There was a neat buzz in the arena before the game, especially with Bieksa's return. More on that later. But before the game, Sean and I got to meet Rosario in the concourse, and then we got to our seats just in time to see game host Hannah Bernard introduce our Canucks Christmas music video. And much like the Boxing Day game against the Oilers that the Canucks won 2-1 in overtime, when they showed the video, there wasn't much of a reaction. There certainly weren't a plethora of cheers. Thankfully, I didn't hear a single boo. It was just a kind of neutral reaction, which I'll take. Regardless, it was still a thrill to see our video on the Jumbotron for the second time in less than a week. Thanks to Ryan and the Canucks creative team for working with us on this project and for trusting us to deliver. And for those of you who are wondering, Ben Hutton and Jake Vatanen are better dancers than me. Sad but true. During the first intermission, I was blessed to meet Stephanie Pagani for the first time and Anna Forsyth for the second time. We took a nice picture and I labeled it United Nations, as Anna is from England, Stephanie is from the States, and I am from here, despite what you might think. Oh yes, the game. It wasn't a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination. It was dull at times, and the Canucks really had trouble creating offense. The most exciting thing, in fact, for the first 40 minutes was seeing Ryan Kesler touch the puck and getting booed mercilessly. It was quite the opposite reaction for defenseman Kevin Bieksa. In the first TV timeout of the first period, the Canucks put up a 45-second video tribute before cutting to Kevin Bieksa on the bench. He did the salute, the wave of a stick, the chest pump, and the thank you to the crowd. All in all, it was done very well. It was a classy video tribute, it was a classy response from the fans, and it certainly was a classy gesture and response from Kevin Bieksa himself. For a while, it looked like Ryan Kesler's power play goal was going to be the game winner until Chris Tanev's third period shot made it past everyone and through Frederik Andersen. The Canucks failed to produce anything substantial on a late third period power play, courtesy of a Ryan Kesler trip on Jannik Hansen, and we were forced to watch yet another 5-minute OT of the Canucks playing their triangle defense in their zone, while the Anaheim Ducks kind of skated around the outside looking for an opening. In fact, the most exciting part came with 1 second left, as Henrik had 5 seconds to make it down to the other end of the ice on a breakaway. He didn't even get a shot off, and thus failed in his audition for the shootout. In the shootout, all it took was for Alex Burrows to score, and Jacob Markstrom to make 3 good saves, and lo and behold, the Canucks picked up the extra point. So now, on this 3-game homestand, they've obtained 4 out of a possible 6 points. Sadly, they've given up 4 points to the opposition too. But look at the standings this morning, and the Canucks are tied for second in the Pacific Division. Let's get to Canucks in a word. Sweet. Point. Mark Strong. New year. Goalpost. Lucky. Well, you gotta be good to be lucky and lucky to be good, right? Okay. Duck meat. Sounds like some of the stuff I've been eating this week. Least mode. Good one, Anders. Kessler bombed. Drama. Tanev. Kesappointed. Nice. Phew. Reunion. Progress. Mark Strong. Next up for the Vancouver Canucks, they host the Arizona Coyotes on Monday night. As I mentioned earlier, they are currently tied for second in the Pacific Division, but who knows, by Monday night, they could be tied for fifth. It would be great to see the Canucks continue to accumulate points on this very important homestand. I encourage you to follow me on Twitter at CanuckClay and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and God bless. Go Canucks go. And Happy New Year.